Hi, we're here today with the executive producer of Battle Zone and one of the choreographers for Reality Dance. Can you guys introduce yourself to our subscribers?
How you doing? I'm Mouse, also known as Justice Ross.
And I'm Todd Munoz.
And where are you guys from?
I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
And I'm from Coatesville, PA.
Can you guys give us a brief background on how you guys got started in dance?
I got started in dance. I started as like a self-taught street dancer. Didn't consider myself like good as far as the knowledge that I know now after joining like just being able to brought under like different OGs per se. Like I was lucky enough to get taught, you know, by some of the great dancers in Philadelphia and stuff like that. So I've just been able to just take in a lot of knowledge, and now what I'm trying to do with it is just basically teach other kids, you know, so that they can just have the same, you know, opportunities that I had.
And for me, I mean, I got started about the same way. I started a lot later than a lot of people. I was 19 when I got started dancing. I was actually a student. I was actually a student at the University of Delaware. I was going to school for physics education, become a physics teacher, and I just happened to fall upon the passion of dance. I was dancing at this university for a while, and then the same thing, a couple OGs in Philly, I came across them, they started training me. I fell in love with it. Instead of becoming a high school teacher in physics, I became a teacher of hip hop. So it's my passion now. I'm still working with kids, still doing what I love, but I still get the outlet of hip hop that I was always looking for.
And how has your passion for the arts brought you to this, you know, big opportunity now that you're choreographing for a show and you're an executive producer for a show?
I think networking is like a big thing. It's almost like, it's sad that in this day and age, it's like who you know more than what you know. But I think with dance, your talent actually speaks louder than who you know in some aspects. So I've been just, you know, teaching, between the both of us, we teach about 10 different studios. And within those studios, we've been able to do like different shows and workshops, and people get to see your work. And then the right people appreciate it, and that's how you just, you know, you get opportunities to do other things like now with me working with the show. So I think it's starting to turn back around, and whereas your talent kind of speaks louder than just all, you know, the business cards that you may have in your wallet. So that's actually a good thing.
Us, behind the scenes of what you guys are actually doing, like what's going on as far as the choreography and the actual executive producing, like what are you guys actually doing? Because, you know, that's not so much dancing. When you're behind the scenes,
yeah,
you know, you're organizing and putting things in place. Even choreography, you're still, you know, making formations and like that's not all dancing, that's planning and organizing. So can you guys let us know a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, the actual like producing a show is actually something, you know, more new to me, as far as just stepping out of the box of just teaching dance in general or just dancing myself in general. So it's something new, and it's like, it's exciting. So it's like I actually just get to have my hands in everything, like the way that things work. So I actually have to, you know, pick the kids and then separate them, whereas who can do what and who I need to do. So it's more about the look. So what moves I need to be here and there and different stuff like that. So it's a good feeling, and I'm looking forward to see how it all turns out.
And just off of that, it's the same idea that kind of we were talking about before. Like we both have this passion for working with these kids. Like again, we were lucky enough to come across these amazing dancers in Philly who got us started and got us our careers to where they are today. We're honestly just looking to do the same thing. Like there's a ridiculous number of talented kids in this area, in the Philly area, Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. And they come from all over to come to events like this with us. And so it's an honor on our part to be part of these kids, see them grow. Literally one of my first students ever, she just signed her first professional contract as a hip hop dancer. So, I mean, it makes us proud parents. We're getting to the point where we don't mind being in the background anymore. Like it's still our art, it's still our project that's out there being shown, and we get to see these smiles on these kids' faces every day, so.
Now through dance, you guys are actually tackling one of America's biggest issues right now with bullying. Do you feel that the schools should be jumping behind, you know, projects like yours in a way to combat, you know, what's going on in the school with bullying? Because, you know, it's getting crazy. You see the videos on World Star and all these other, you know, different sites that these kids are committing suicide and all these different things because of bullying. And you guys have taken on the responsibility to tackle it. Do you feel the school should be joining forces with people like you guys that are, you know, combating it, but through dance?
100%, 100%. It's unfortunate. I mean, you see it on shows like Glee. You see it on all these like different shows of the arts are constantly being lost. The arts are constantly being lost, and as you said, like you see it all over the place where bullying is just too much. And was it actually? I was a kid who was subject to bullying as a child. Again, like I told you, I didn't start dancing until I was 19. Before that, I was a physics major. So if you can imagine me in high school, I was captain of the math team. I was, you know, on the academic team. I was rolling all over the place. But I loved academics, and just for some odd reason in America, that's not cool to like be good to like academics. So I was subject to bullying, and it's one of those things that like you know what you went through, and you see what these kids are going through now, and it's 100%. We would love. There's so many different ways to stop bullying that we all need to come together to try to stop it together. There's no reason for us to have a separate project, for the schools to have a separate project. We all need to work together because, again, it's for these kids, it's for their safety. They're the future.
Good, guys.